Viewers, welcome back to Let's Play Freespace 2 Derelict. When we last left off, we were kind of getting our asses kicked. But that's sort of been the whole campaign, so really. Didn't that Ravana get blown up by the Gorgon cannon? They probably just have another Ravana they just picked up along the way, because that seems to be how things are going. I really have no idea how we're going to pull a win out of this. Unless they have more Gorgon cannons, but no. Why would we actually save all the information on the prototype that we're fielding into a combat situation? That would make sense. That's not how the GTVA does things.
Since the Shivan fleet jumped into the Sirius system just over a week ago and began their journey through our systems, we have desperately been trying to hold them off, slow them down, or thin them out. However, our operations have met with only limited success. While we were able to destroy the SD Azatoth with the GTVX Gorgon cannon in Dinan, we lost the prototype and several other vessels.
Yeah, that's not even counting the terrible engagement last time.
In a recent engagement, an attempt to destroy the Shivan fleet failed, with the destruction of the GVD Reshep and GTD Ignatius as the result. Several smaller vessels were also destroyed, and we barely dented the fleet. The official death toll stands at over 23,000, with many more missing and presumed dead. Obviously, with conventional attacks failing, another method must be found to deal with the Shivans.
This ought to be good. Of course.
Command believes that it has discovered just such a method. A Deimos-class corvette, under construction here in Vega, has been modified to carry only a skeleton crew and a payload of Meson bombs. This vessel, the GTCV Argentis, will be used to ram the Narlithotep. It is hoped that the vulnerabilities observed in the Lucifer's reactors could be capitalized upon here. Though we have one available to us, the Narlithotep does not appear to have the same shielding that the Lucifer did.
Though we have one available what? We have one available vulnerability? That doesn't make any... oh, whatever. Next.
We will therefore not have to destroy the Narlithotep within a subspace corridor, and risk losing the ability to travel through the jump node. But the Shivans will not simply let us ram the Argentis into their command ship unopposed.
Aw.
After monitoring Shivan fleet movements, our experts believe that the Shivans' movement patterns are consistent with travel to only one destination, Beta Aquila. It is at the Beta Aquila Vega jump node that we will mount our attack on the Narlithotep.
Cutting it kind of close, aren't you?
It will be a difficult task to eliminate the Narlithotep, but fortunately, our defense forces have a new tool to aid them, the GTV Hydra. The Hydra is a next-generation refit of the GTV Artemis, a true fighter bomber with improved armor, maneuverability, and afterburner reserves. The Hydra can also mount the UD-8 Kaiser cannon, making it a formidable foe to enemy capital ships and fighters alike.
Interesting. I did always like the Artemis, although the DH variant with the cool like silver-black finish didn't actually have any different stats, so hopefully this won't be the same case.
The Hydra has been brought into service early due to the threat posed by the Shivans, so you'll be testing her, so to speak, as the Hydra hasn't had an op-eval period. Use her well. Basic flight trials have shown excellent potential in the vessel. Get down to the quarterdeck. They're waiting for you.
Let's see what happens.
We mount our final set of missions in order to ensure the success of Operation Silverbullet, commencing at 1400 hours today. The 144th and GVD Kefram will flank the Shivan fleet, while the 23rd provide cover for our forward Azura units monitoring Shivan movement. The vegan 4th fleet is providing logistical support across the system, and new pilots from the 232nd will be participating in the most critical phase of our operation, here at the Beta Aquila jump node.
The vegan fleet. Awesome.
The Beta Aquila jump node lies between Vega 4 and its moon, Larissa. Due to the intense gravitational forces exerted by these two bodies, ships must exit subspace some distance from the node. This means that the Shivans will have quite some distance to run before they can enter our core systems. The Shivans must pass through this area in order to enter Beta Aquila, and it is here that Operation Silverbullet will take place.
This is it right here?
Our defenses, consisting mainly of Nolnir cannons, has been set up in proximity to Reba Station, Vega 4's principal trade station. Civilians are being cleared from the area, and the installation has been evacuated of non-essential personnel. We don't want to lose Reba's station if at all preventable, but if we must, the casualty total must be as low as possible.
Yeah, these things don't have very many... Well, they don't have any beam cannons, really, not a lot of firepower on them.
Our forward observer units, the GVC Quebecat, GVA Taurus, and GTCV Endurance, are monitoring the Shivan fleet closely, and will give us advance warning when the Shivans begin their move towards the Beta Aquila jump node, which should give us several minutes more to prepare than we would have normally. Once the Nyarlathotep begins to move, they will attempt to harass the Shivan vessels, inflicting as much damage as possible.
Right, because when you threw a bunch of destroyers at the fleet, that went so well. So let's throw corvettes instead. Brilliant.
From there, the main job is ours. Once the Nyarlathotep is engaged, the GTCV Argentis will be signaled. We must delay the Shivan advance until the corvette can arrive, thinning out the Shivan cruisers and corvettes. If at all possible, all Shivan incursion further into our systems must be stopped. You've been equipped with TAG missiles. Use them to paint targets for our defense cannons to lock onto and destroy.
Oh, hopefully those have been coded well.
However, our primary target will be the SD Thawne. The Demon-class destroyer will be the Shivan's primary fire support vessel, housing many wings of fighters and bombers. Armed with powerful beam cannons, the Thawne will be more than capable of ripping our defenses to pieces if we're not careful, not to mention the Argentis. Alpha and Beta wings and bombers will be charged with the destruction of this vessel. Again, once the destroyer is within range, the Mjolnir cannons will add considerable fire support if you are able to tag the Thawne for them.
Wish I could fly one of these things instead. Love this student bombers. Well, let's see how the Hydra performs. Ah, cool, they gave it the black finish. Very awesome.
Once the Argentis arrives, cover it from Shivan bombers and beam cannon fire. The Argentis must reach the Nyarlathotep in order to complete its mission. Ensure that the Argentis survives long enough to destroy the Nyarlathotep at any cost. All other objectives are secondary, as unless we can destroy the Shivan command vessel with this attack, it is highly unlikely that our efforts to destroy it by more conventional means will succeed. However, note that the Argentis will explode with considerable force. Get out of harm's way if possible. Courageous pilots are one thing, martyrs quite another.
Well, all their costs are secondary, you said, so...
When the Nyarlathotep is destroyed, mop up any remaining Shivan vessels, making sure that the defense of surviving Allied capital ships is paramount. This is it, everyone. We stop the Shivans here with Operation Silver Bullet success, or we unleash a wave of terror and destruction upon our core worlds, one from which the GTVA may never recover. You have your orders. Now do your people proud out there, pilots. You're making history here.
Or ending it, one or the other. Destroy the Thawne. Okay. I pretty much let you fly anything you want. Oh, is that? That's probably the Hydra there. Can I take those? I could. But you know what, let's play it out and actually I'll fly the Hydra here. 2 gun mounts. Tag A. So these are dumbfires. At least we can carry a lot of them. Okay. You have Helios bombs on... No, just Cyclops. And you don't have any bombs. Why are you even here? Oh well, it's the default loadout. Let's see what happens.
Almost all the civilians and staff are clear. Are you ready, pilots?
As ready as we'll ever be, Commander.
Very well. Powering up the RPCs now. They are now under our control.
This is it. This is the big one, alright.
They used to call it going over the top, I think. Dates back to 20th century trench warfare.
What happened when you went over the top?
He died.
Usually, you died. Life was cheap. Maybe it still is.
That's just great. Do you always have to be so negative, Mackie?
Not always. Only when we face odds that make winning the Dota's Dependence lottery look easy.
Don't think positive.
We're going to be doing all we can to support you. Play it smart and you won't get killed.
I doubt that very highly.
At least my hazard pay is going to be through the roof this month.
You'd think so.
One wing of Shivan Dragon fighters has entered the area. These look like Shivan scouts.
Play it by the numbers, pilot. Interceptors engage. Bomber pilots, cover where you can.
Roger, Command. We won't let them escape.
Anyone shooting at me? For a bomber, this thing's actually pretty maneuverable, yeah. Oh, the gun mounts on it are terrible. It's not that maneuverable. And one left. Oh, thank you for that! That's a quick way to lose 3% off my hull.
Due contact on scanners. Aiden class. It's the GVC Quebec-chen.
Devicat, respond at once. Why have you abandoned your post?
The Shivans overrun our units. We are the only survivors. We carry critical information about Shivan movements. Transmitting now.
We are pulling the data from Quebec-chen's computers now. Stand by.
Picking up 2 new jump signatures. Mullet class.
They have arrived. Fight.
Whoa.
Devicat is down. Destroy those corvettes pronto, pilots. Don't let them get into Beta Aquilay.
Nice.
I think that this is what they meant by going over the top.
With engines.
68% of the data was recovered from the Quebec-chen. Let's hope it's of some use.
No kidding. Alright, well, let's do some damage here. These things are... I don't think we can kill these with conventional firepower. I think they have to use torpedoes on them. Or... could be wrong. Okay. Hello, Flak. I hate you so much. Okay. Shields are taking a beating. Yeah, there's that flak turtle, right? Can I tag you yet? Let's find out. Oh yeah, I can. We can flak. Ah. So it just tears through me.
SCV with the quad neutralized. Excellent work, pilot. We're not out of the woods yet.
No, we are not. That should be almost it, though.
Our score is going critical. Clear the blast zone. Both Shivan corvettes have been destroyed.
That's a good start. We've already done better than 2 destroyers in their flight groups could.
GTVA Galahad now on station. Hope we didn't miss the party.
Hardly. The Shivan fleet's headed this way. We've taken down 2 Molochs, but there's still plenty to come.
I would not call the situation calm. It is a terrible speech.
Whoa.
Save the discussion for later. We have another wave of incoming capital.
Shasa,
Captain
Kane,
Cleveland, we'll need all the
Lilith.
help we can get here.
Yep. Oh man, our fighter wings are pretty busted up already. But I don't want to be in the way of that thing, actually. Anti-fighter beam.
Guns are damaging our hull. Stop some of their fire or we're done for.
Whoa. I'm in fact working on that, actually. Beam turret 11%. Crap. Not quite enough.
There goes the first cruiser.
Wow.
Human transports have been destroyed.
Yeah, I do not have... don't have juice for this thing. Just tag everything as quickly as I can. I think I hit it again. I was doing so well, too, at not getting shot. Everything's been tagged already. Are you a distraction? You're, like, way up left field here. Oh, that thing's almost at the freaking node. Come on, that thing better not make it out of here.
Be careful, pilots. RPG beams do not distinguish friend from foe.
Only one cruiser remains. Destroy that vessel now, pilot.
Actually, I'd like to rearm if that's okay with you. Is its engines offline or something? No. It's actually maneuvering. It's kind of neat. They must have done a pretty good job coding this. Ugh. Beta wings were pretty chopped up.
Great work out there, pilot. All 4 cruisers have been neutralized.
Nice.
Primary heat sinks in Cannon 01 have failed. We are going to have to shut her down.
Are you kidding? That's 1/3 of our defensive firepower.
We can't risk the collateral damage. Mjolnir 1 powering down.
It's always something.
GTV Hediped has been dispatched to cover the jump node. ETA is 3 minutes.
Yes, the others has arrived. He's flanking the cannon. Mjolnir 2 is down. Pilot, destroy that vessel before she chews to our whole defense screen.
Main batteries are opening fire now. This should give them something to think about.
I would say so, yes. You just shoot through 65% of its hull. Is it close enough to be able to shoot down the torpedoes, though? And...
Excellent work. The SD Abhop has been eliminated.
Watch Bizet's wing. They are attacking your fighters, Alpha.
oh, technically we're wearing bombers, not fighters,
If you
but...
can lure Pisces Wing into our field of fire, we can help you out with it.
Easier said than done. I'm taking fire here.
Wow. Whoa, easy. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna rearm again. Forget this show. Whoa, maybe I won't. Whew. don't think we've quite gone over the top just yet, actually. Oh, whatever, that's a waste. 8%, but...
Look sharp. We have Shivan bombers coming in near the job node.
They've targeted the remaining cannon. The fighters are a diversion.
I think we're gonna get there in time. Oh, they're way too close. Yep.
Only a 3 has been hit. The jump node defenses are down.
Great. That's why they give the Perseus an option, I guess.
I doubt the command has forgotten about us here at the most important battle in 5 years.
Anti-fighter screen initialized. We will assist in clearing the remaining Shivans.
I like that line from Mackie. Well, it's good to know they remembered us. You know, most important fight in 5 years. Oh, Mackie. Not much more point in these
Still no
tags.
sign of the Catan. Rearm if you have to. He could be here at any moment.
I mean, there's 0 point using tag missiles now, isn't there? With all the Mjolnir cannons down. Things just keep on getting better. Here she comes.
That's about as clear a sign we're going to get. The Kazan has entered the area.
Deploying reserve bombers now. Epsilon Wing is at your command.
Kill it? Kill it with fire.
This isn't right. Where's the Neolithotep? She should have been here by now.
Is this all a diversion?
That's exactly Alpha 2. Rebus controlled it. All the Shivans follow the same exit vectors.
Negative. The Nyarlathotep and several smaller vessels left the area another heading about 20 minutes ago. Transmitting it to you now.
Please don't kill me.
God,
Ah!
I know where she's going.
Spill it, Mackie.
Home. The Neolithotep's going home.
Lieutenant Mackie, are you suggesting that she's headed for the Capella jump node?
Why else would the achievements not stop on their way here? They're not interested in us. We've just been in the way.
This is beginning to make some kind of sense. In that case, what we're fighting here is diversion.
Call this a diversion.
That's a run, Hedipet. Command, request permission to investigate inside of the old Capella node.
Denied, Cypher. We need you here to help deal with a Thawne.
But come on.
The answer is no. Focus on dealing with the Thawne. You can address this later.
Apologies, pilot, but there's somewhere we need to be and no time to spare. GTVA Cypher signing off.
Captain, this is insubordination. You have your orders.
The hell with orders. You can have my commission if we're wrong about this. Helm, engage subspace drives.
Hold your position, Cypher. Damn! Pilots, redouble your efforts. The Thawne must be destroyed.
Just gotta step it up, I guess. We don't have enough firepower for this.
Alpha 1, we're going to be shredded by the Thawne's main cannon if you bombers don't do something about them.
Oh,
Thawne hull integrity is falling. Keep it up, pilot.
We're on it, Hedipet. Hang in there.
come on, just take it out.
Sustaining critical damage. We won't hold out much longer.
Okay, the beam turned down here. Now I have one torpedo. But whatevs. Oh, too close, too close, too close, too close, way too close. Oh, damn.
Registering a major hull failure on the primary target. We did it! The Catan is going down!
Oh, right. That one's for the Valhalla, you big son of a bitch.
Didn't manage to save the head attempt though. Damn.
Even bombers have entered the area. Alpha Wing, provide assistance. Hold on, we're receiving a long-range communication signal. Stand by.
Command, this is a cipher. I think you might want to take a look at what's going on over here.
Say again, Cypher. Have you encountered resistance?
There's no time. Scramble the fighters. Scramble everything.
Pilots, stand by. It looks like we're going to have to look into this more closely.
I knew I was right.
Shut up, Mackie. Let's get back to base, pronto.
Oh, thank God it's not a red alert. Jump to the location. Okay, maybe it is red alert. Let's see. I would like to rearm, but... I'm also a little on fire.
Well done, pilots. The Thon has been destroyed, but we have no laurels for you to rest on. The situation is rapidly developing elsewhere in Vega, and if we don't respond immediately, we are all doomed. We have a fresh Hydra fueled and loaded. You'll be fully briefed in transit. Now move!
Doomed! No, but seriously. We already know that the Nyarlathotep can stabilize previously, well, unstable jump nodes. If it can do that to collapsed jump nodes, that means that it can open a node back to Capella, which, last I recall, until it was a giant supernova, was also full of Shivan juggernauts, assuming it then survived the explosion. But regardless, it's definitely a Shivan stronghold. So, yeah, crap. As always, viewers, thank you for watching, and we'll see what happens next time on Let's Play The Extinction of the Human Race. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.